Good morning, sir. You are Joshua Barlow.
Yes, ma'am.
This is cause number 18-26688. Mr. Barlow is on probation for possession of a controlled substance. A motion has been filed. What is the announcement?
Judge, we did a short reset on this one because we had a court date out in Harris County. Was in hopes that they would go ahead and dismiss that one then, but it looks like we will be moved to the trial docket. I believe they're going to try to subpoena the complainant over there. And so I don't know how long it's going to be or when, but
And it's my
that's
understanding
precisely-
from Mr. Lewis, and I have no reason to doubt that based on my knowledge of that offense, Mr. Barlow, et cetera, that their subpoena of her will be against her will. And I don't intend to proceed on that if with the court's permission in the motion under those set of circumstances, Judge, if that makes sense.
Right. And so do we, like, what are the other allegations? What's the?
If we could maybe at this juncture, knowing that, if we could just abandon or bypass those at this moment and have them enter pleas of true or not true, just to the administrative violations, maybe get an update, see if there is for some reason any change in that before I formally abandon it. But it is my intention and it is my understanding based on the facts of that case that there's a subpoena of her, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's probably against her will.
Right.
Over there, I mean, are we gonna wait 3 years for him to go to misdemeanor trial?
No,
There?
no, we're doing it here. And if
Right.
you want to get her here or try, that's one thing. If not, we're not waiting on that. So let's go ahead and go through the motion and get pleas of true or not true. And I will, it looks like skip number 1, number 2. Just those 2. It looks like I have to do with that other case. Okay. Mr. Barlow, raise your right hand, please, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. And will he waive the formal reading of the motion?
You would, yeah.
Get this done real quick. Hold on, sorry. All right, Mr. Barlow, in cause number 17-26688, I have a motion to revoke your community supervision. Shows that you were placed on probation September 18th of 2017 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, a second-degree felony. That was a 10-year term in prison that was probated for 10 years. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
It alleges you violated your probation. Count 3 alleges that you failed to remain in Jefferson County as ordered and that you were in Harris County, Texas, November 8th of 2025. And that was without permission of Jefferson County probation. Is that true or not true?
Yes, ma'am.
True or not true?
True.
Count 4 alleges that you failed to immediately report to the community supervision department an up-to-date physical address. And is that true or not true?
That I didn't.
That you didn't tell them a new address
It's not.
where you were living? Okay. Count 5 alleges that you failed to immediately report to the probation department your arrest from November 8th of 2025. Is that true or not true?
True.
Count 6 alleges that you provided a urine sample March 4th of 2025 and April 8th of 2025 that tested positive for tetrahydrocannabinol. And is that true or not true?
Can you say what?
Marijuana.
Oh, true.
Count 7 alleges that you're behind in your court assessed fees as of November 19th of 2025 in the amount of $4,734. And is that true or not true?
True.
Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 3, 5, 6, and 7 freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you plead true to those counts because they're actually true?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 3, 5, 6, and 7 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Find sufficient evidence to revoke your probation, but I'm going to reset your case for a sentencing hearing. We'll get an updated pre-sentence report, find out anything else about those cases in Harris County, and then we'll come back at that date for sentencing. Are you currently wearing a drug patch? Are you ordered to wear a drug patch? Before you leave today, I want you to have a seat in the jury box. We're going to get a drug test this morning. All right, have a seat. Actually, come over here first and get a thumbprint, and then have a seat for a drug test.
That's unagreed.
Unagreed, yes, ma'am. Doesn't matter if you're going to do something in court or not, but anywhere you're going, you need to pay attention to what's on your clothes.
I got you.
You understand? Will he waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Well, Your Honor.
Mr. Chandler, in cause number 25 DCCR 1481, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of engaging in organized criminal activity from September 28th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they've charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Burbank?
Yes.
Do you fully understand that?
Yes.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 5-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand if you're not a U.S. citizen that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes.
State tenders number 1.
No objection, State.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Chandler is not competent?
Oh, yeah.
There's no prior criminal history, Your Honor.
There's not.
Not that I see.
I was just trying to look at what the
He and a group of friends were driving around shooting people, paintball guns, Your Honor.
handguns. So I want to get all those names. Let's see.
Got
I've
it.
got them right here.
Okay.
So any reason then not to waive the pre-sentence report?
Nothing, State Judge.
All right, did I already did we already admit state tenders number 1?
No objection, State.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Chandler is not competent?
No.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. I'm going to waive the pre-sentence report, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 5 years.
Yes.
You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. That includes having absolutely no contact and no communication with Jason Weinberg, Aiden Dickinson, and Corbin Rayleigh.
Yes.
That obviously means in person, you can't hang out with them, but that also means you can't Snapchat them, DM them, send messages, whatever it is, no contact, no communication. You understand? If you do everything that you're supposed to on this probation, this is an excellent opportunity because you don't have a felony conviction on your record. You're young, having a felony conviction would be a very negative thing for you and for anybody on their record. So if you successfully complete the probation, the case is actually dismissed at the end.
Yes, ma'am.
The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, found guilty, so you become a convicted felon and sent to the state jail prison for up to 2 years. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over your paperwork.
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck to you, sir. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Nichols. Davis?
Yes, ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
She does.
Ms. Davis, in cause number 25 DCCR 1450, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of assault on a peace officer, and that's from May 19th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Judge, it is a reduced charge.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, Judge.
Y'all gotta
Sorry.
stop me before I get too far. Hold on a second. Let me withdraw everything I just said. So it's the class A, just a regular assault.
Resistance test.
All right. It's pulled up right now. All right, so Ms. Davis, in cause number again, 25-1450, the state's elected to proceed on the lesser included offense of a class A misdemeanor resisting arrest. And that's for May 19th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they've charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Lewis?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And it looks like the agreement is for a 1-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
State finish number 1.
No objection, Judge.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Davis is not competent? All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 1 year. You're ordered to pay that $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is a great opportunity because you have a conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation, if you successfully complete it, the case will actually be dismissed and you'll never have the conviction. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, you could be found guilty of the offense, and you could be sent to the Jefferson County Jail for up to 1 year. Understand? All right, I've handed you the trial court certification that shows you've waived your right to appeal since I followed the agreement. You need to stop and talk to probation or have a seat in the courtroom until she's ready to call you up. She's at that desk right there. So just watch for her to call your name. She'll go over your paperwork with you. All right. Bless you, ma'am. Thank y'all.